Just closing out this other phone, man. I was up here doing some work. Now I'm done doing my work, and now I gotta have some fun with all my people from around the world. What it do, y'all? What it do? It's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 58 is the new 28, and I appreciate y'all logging in to the channel. Make sure when y'all log in that y'all hit the like button. And if you're not a member of the channel, please subscribe. It don't cost nothing. It don't take much. All you gotta do is hit the subscribe button. I'm glad y'all logging in to see what's going on today. I just came back from my run, 4.97 miles. Today was a sprint run where I sprinted for 300 yards and then I walked for 100. I did that for 4.97 miles. So yeah, I'm putting work in on these legs because I want these legs to resemble the results of hard work when it come time for the summer and I start putting them shorts back on. I want these legs to look a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to look a lot of something, something, but they got to look a little something, something. Man, I'm putting in work, though. I think I added to my routine over the last 2 weeks, I added one more set of everything, almost everything. So I added one more set of one-arm bench press. So I'm doing 3 sets of 15 now. I added one more set of, well, 2 more sets of floor benching. So that's 2 more sets of 15. So now it's 4 sets of 15, and I'm using 60-pound dumbbells. I added one more set of deadlifts. Deadlifts was 2 sets of 10 deadlifts using 60-pound dumbbells, but now it's 3 sets. I added another set of shoulder shrugs. It was 3 sets of 20. Now it's 4 sets of 20. And I added 100 more squats. I've been doing squats with the 25-pound plate and 200 squats. Now it's 300. So yeah, kind of up the ante a little bit every now and then, man, because I get to the point where I don't feel like I'm being challenged. And if I feel like I'm not being challenged, then I got to go a little harder. I got to go a little harder on the challenge end. So with that being said, sometimes you got to add something to the pot, bruh. Add something to the pot. I ain't afraid to add nothing in. I just have a hard time taking it away. So once I've been doing it for a while, I have a hard time taking it out. So I don't never know when to quit. That's the biggest thing. I don't know when to quit. I just keep adding more stuff in. But look, I appreciate y'all logging in. And please hit the like button when y'all get in. And if y'all not a member of the channel, please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? So it don't cost you nothing. But how many of y'all got something going on today? Let me know what's going on in y'all neck of the woods. Let me know what's happening in y'all neighborhood. In my neighborhood, man, I was out there on that run. Hey, look, that's the first time I seen outside. What up, new? KJV, what up, bro? DJ, what's good with you? What up, coach? What up, dog? What it do, man? What it do, man? Hit the wrong button. All these things look alike on my phone, man. And I be hitting the wrong button all the time. Going somewhere I didn't want to go. Amanda, what up? What up with you? What up with you? Ender guy, what up with you? Hey, man, you know I'm going to keep my head up, player. I don't know no other way to do it. Hey, look, that's all I know, man. Just keep pushing, bro. Keep pushing. I keep adding more in. I just added in stretching for kicks. A lot of people be asking me what type of stretches I be doing to get these kicks above my head. But I showed them a stretch routine that I did today, man, called stretching for kicks. I just put it on line about 10 minutes ago. So if y'all get a chance, check that out, stretching for kicks. And definitely don't forget the video I dropped yesterday called You Just Hit the Lottery. That's a good one to put in your Rolodex. Stretching for kicks or you just hit the lottery. Keep on punching, man. You know I'm going to keep punching, bro. I don't know no other way to do it. I'm going to punch and kick, elbow and knee. Hey, look, I heard it. Talking about apparently Mayweather's fighting Pac-Man. Hey, look, man, he just trying to get another paycheck. It's, yeah, man, you know, he ain't afraid of Pac-Man because Pac-Man can't beat him. So it's going to add another fight to his dimension and give him about another, Mayweather going to make like $150 million in that fight, bro. OG Kicks, what up, dog? My man. Yes, sir. What it do, y'all? Hey, look, man. Hey, look, Mayweather. Hey, look, he got a system on how to keep that money coming in the front door. Yeah, man. Hey, look, he ain't afraid of Pac. Pac ain't got nothing. Pac ain't nothing but just air right now. Pac ain't nothing but air. Quick punches and nothing but air. Pacquiao couldn't beat Mario Barrios. That's why they called it a draw. Cause the Pac-Man would have beat him, they'd have gave it to him. But they won't gonna let Mario Barrios get that W and mess up Pac's chances of seeing Mayweather again in the future. That's all it is. Ain't nothing but a gimmick to the game, bro. Y'all gotta know the game. You know it ain't nothing but some gimmicks in the game. He ain't afraid of Pac-Man. Pac-Man can't do nothing to Mayweather. Just make it look good. I wouldn't be surprised if Mayweather dropped Pacquiao this time. I mean, straight drop him. Pac ain't got nothing no more. That's why Pac was trying to take any kind of fights. He wanted to fight Javante. Andrew Harper, my dog. What it do, man? What's up? What's good, man? Missed you yesterday, but we here today. And how you feel about Money May coming back? Hey, look, Money May, get that money, man. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Get that money. Somebody asked me the other day, would I take a YouTube celebrity fight? Yeah, for $100,000. Hey, I get right off this chair right now and go climb right in the ring. I stay active. You know, I stay training 7 days a week. Hey, the hand speed still good. Hand-eye coordination 100. Doctor told me blood pressure is 116/65. Yeah, hey, look, I take the $100,000. I'll fight anybody up here. 10 pounds up or 10 pounds down. It don't make no difference. Hey, look, for that kind of money, we going to get back in the game, too. I ain't never made that kind of money. Remember the movie, The Frighteners? So good, okay. My money goes out just as fast as it comes in. You ain't know? Hey, look, Brian, you ain't know? Hey, look, it don't make no difference how much money I make. I make a handful of money. I got a stack like this. They go, hey, look, I keep a stack, man. Look, I'll show you something so y'all know I ain't lying. Hold up, get this bag off here. This is my backpack bag, right? This is my running bag. I ain't lying. This is my running bag. Look. I got some dollars in my running bag, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? I run with that much money in case I gotta get something from the store. But guess what? As fast as I make it, hey, look, fast as I make it, they take it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never got enough money, dog. So that's why I tell people I don't talk about money. Cause you can chase money all day, but you can't catch it. Hey, man, you say too many snakes on the plane? Hey, man, hey, look. They saying Money May went broke. Never know, but I'm sure he about to get paid. I don't know what you just said, Willa Jason, because the sentence didn't make sense. I think you put in too many words. You typed it faster than you could think it. Retype it if you want to. But look, hey, Andrew Harper, this is what I tell people. There's no way Money May could ever be broke. Just because a person don't have what he used to have, don't make him broke. He's still richer than any 100 of us up here together. Any 100 of us, he's still richer than. The dude got a $40 million 100-piece car collection. He got multiple Bentleys, multiple Bugattis. He could sell a car right now and have another $1 million. He owns over $50 million houses. He got like 4 houses that's over $50 million. 9 bedrooms and all that kind of crap. He got a jewelry collection worth almost $100 million, even though they say he owed people at the jewelry store. Ain't that funny? The dude got so much jewelry, man, he can sell one piece and get another $1 million, but the whole thing is he'll never sell nothing. Hey, man, somebody say, hope you achieve your goals in life and do best in life. Don't let anyone stop you. Hey, look, bottom line, loving God, brother. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They just want to see him down, and that's all. People shake him, saying, hey, look, that's what I tell people. The dude got $500 million worth of stuff. And every time you see him, he got a case full of them stacks, bruh. Full of them stacks. Hey, look, man, he might not have $700 million to throw out the window no more, but he don't need it. He invested in in a big compartment housing community. I think it's in New York right now. He put in like $50 million. Man, this dude ain't broke. That dude just wants some more money. Hey, look, you said it, LBC, LBE grinding. You said it. There, his broke ain't our broke. Remember they said MC Hammer was broke, and MC Hammer filed bankrupt. He was broke at 22 million. MC Hammer filed bankrupt and still had like 6 million after he filed bankrupt. The whole goal is to, oh, if you owe more than you have in your possession, you can file bankrupt. Wish I could file bankrupt. I wish I could file bankrupt and keep these hundreds. Keep these hundreds. You know what I'm saying? And look, that's what it do, man. Wish I could file bankrupt and keep some of these hundreds I be collecting. You feel me? But I got $3,000 going out the door every month. Even on a bad month, $3,000 is going to pay for all this stuff I got. That's why I'm about to change the game. And why I'm about to change the game. At the end of 2026, I'm about to give up half this stuff. I'm paying a lot of money for stuff that I don't need no more. If y'all understand what I'm saying, man, I had 3 kids in this house. You know, this is a 3-bedroom with a bonus room, living room, dining room, den, patio, and a kitchen. Man, 2 full baths, 1 half bath. Ain't nobody here now but me and my wife. We started decorating rooms just so that we'll feel like we good on the extra room. We took an extra bedroom and made it into a full walk-in closet. Then we took the other bedroom and made it into a winter wonderland. So when you walk into the second bedroom, it's all decorated like Christmas with stuff around the room and Christmas blankets and snow-looking stuff around the room and all kinds of Santa Clauses and all. The whole room is decorated like a winter wonderland. But, bruh, I'm paying money for empty rooms. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, look. Got to keep up the lifestyle. Like you said, he just want more money. Nothing wrong with that. He still looks good. Saw some video. Oh yeah. He gonna be on point now. Mayweather still money made, bro. He still got more skills than the next guy. Do my kids want to fight? Yeah, my kids did 10 years of boxing and 10 years of karate. They did 10 years of karate first. My oldest son was 5. My youngest son was 3. And they went to 15 and 13 in karate. And then they went to boxing, 10 years in boxing. Then they went to college. And then when they went to college, they got out after the 2-year associate's degree and they went to the military. What do you think about Abdullah Mason Ceiling is? I think he the one. Nah, he not the one. He got along well. I ain't going to say he not the one. He got to make it more to be the one. Like right now, Abdullah Mason got too many holes in his program. And he's still young, though. Hey, look, I ain't knocking the dude because he's still winning. But I seen him get dropped twice in 2 rounds in Norfolk about 6 months ago. He got dropped twice. Remember that fight that Keyshawn couldn't fight in because he was overweight for the belt? That same fight, Abdullah Mason fought on that card. Abdullah Mason got dropped twice by a Mexican dude with no name. And you ain't heard about it since. He got dropped twice. Just Google it. Abdullah Mason gets dropped. You'll find it. He tough. Like I said, I'm gonna give him his credit. He tough, but he ain't ready. He ain't ready for the big league yet. He got to work his way up though, man. I mean, we want to push people out there too fast, and that's the reason. You know, we want to push them out there too fast. If we let him grow for like the next 2 years, he might be about something. But that depends on if another dude come out that about something. Keyshawn Davis got a younger brother named Keon. Kelvin Davis is solid, but Keon is the younger brother, about 2-3 years younger than Keyshawn. He gonna be one. He undefeated right now, and he keep coming up. He done had about 5 or 6 fights right now, I think. Keon Davis is a beast. Tall, skinny, with a good jab. I'm saying? Come from that same camp. Move to something smaller. Sometimes you don't need what you think. Hey, look, I know I don't need what I think. Hey, look, you ain't got to tell me. I've been telling my wife. She be like, yo, I'm on board. When you want to go? Hey, look, bottom line is I signed my last lease here. I got 1 year left in this joint. And anything past, I think it's October of next year. No, October of this year. I think it's October, November. Whenever the lease is up, I'm going month to month until I decide to get out of here. Because I'm paying for something that I don't need no more. This is 1,483 square feet, and it's just me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? I don't go back upstairs until I go upstairs when I get off this live stream. I came downstairs at 6 o'clock this morning. I brought a hoodie, an extra hoodie, my jacket, my running shoes, and I had on my clothes that I work out in. When I got done working out, I put on a long john shirt, I put on this hoodie, and I took off the house hoodie. I put on this hoodie, and I put a jacket over top of it. All my hats stay downstairs, and I went running. I came back from my run, 4.97 miles. I came back in the house. I took the long john shirt off and my knit hat off and my jacket off, and now I sit here and do a live stream. So basically my point is, I came downstairs at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm going back upstairs at about 4:45 to take my shower. So I don't even need a whole upstairs. So I ain't been up there. It could be somebody living upstairs right now. As I ain't been up there. Hey, look, that's how it go. Good afternoon. What we got here? Brandon, what up, dog? I was in Norfolk ready to go to that fight, but didn't go because Key won't fighting. But it was still a good fight, but I understand I wouldn't have paid the money to go see it either. I mean, I got friends, obviously, I'm from this area. So they got friends, I got friends that offered me free tickets to the fight. But I ain't had nobody to go with. I roll solo a lot. So, I ain't had nobody to go with. So I decided I won't go. I've been offered tickets to most of these fights, especially the ones with people that I know. But I don't go to all of them no more. I used to, but most of the time, you know what you're going to see. If Keyshawn is fighting in his hometown, he fighting somebody he could beat. He ain't gonna bring nobody to his hometown that he can't beat. You know how that's gonna look? That's gonna look crazy. Say good evening, coach. From Wales, from the UK. What we got going on, homeboy? Just got back from the boxing gym, so you didn't put your time in. Then let me see. Alex Foley. What you about this? What you meant to say? What I think about the Shields fight? Y'all be leaving out words, man. Please read these sentences, man, and make me stop guessing what y'all trying to say to me. You asked me, what do I think about the Claressa Shields fight? I think she won, and I think she was gonna win. Look at Deshaun Cruz, man. She ain't in that kind of shape, man. Her arms ain't defined. Her body ain't 100. She just out there, bro. She just hitting the bag. You know what I'm saying? She hitting the bag and doing a couple of crunches. She ain't really working out, man. And then she 38 years old. She 8 years older than Claressa. Her and Claressa went pro at the same time, had the debuts on the same day, right? Or something like that. But Claressa beat her the first time. Now, it was just, all it is, man, that there's no real fighters out there for Claressa to fight. Unless she go down in weight, which she don't want to do, but I think she in the wrong weight class anyway. But when you go down in weight, down to like the 160s, 150s, that's when she gonna find all the fighters. But she happy staying up here because ain't nobody up there. So it makes you the champ. Makes you the champ on all the cards. WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF. She the champ. But you know what they say about people? Come on down and fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? Come on down and fight somebody. But ain't nobody up top. Ain't nobody up top. And she know that. I mean, sometimes, man, you could be a champion for the next 10 years up top, but ain't nobody up there. All the real fighters that was heavyweights that were women, they ain't fighting nobody. Them girls is 7-2, 9-3, 10-11, 11-7. That's what's up there. A whole bunch of nobodies. But all the real fighters are in the 150 to 160 bracket. She got to come on down. And she don't need to be that heavy. Put it like that. She ain't that tall to need to be that heavy. She just went where she knows she could win. Let me see. And that's what I think. And Discern, she ain't no fighter, man. She been washed up, man. She been just hanging on, making paychecks, bro. She ain't fighting nobody. Kelvin, just the big bro trying to do something because Key got the motion DB3. Hey, look, but real talk though. Real talk, I've been watching them boys since they was little boys. Kelvin was the man at one point, plain and simple. Kelvin was the man. Kelvin's problem was when he turned 17 and he had to fight up into the next bracket. 17, 18, had to fight up in the next bracket. That's the first time he ever lost, for real, for real. Kelvin used to be solid. He had a coach, Coach Peak from Norfolk, Team Norfolk, Barrard Park. Kelvin was the solid one, for real. He was like that. Kelvin used to spar my oldest son, and man used to give my son all the business he needed. We go there and spar with Kelvin. You had to learn how to protect yourself from that jab. And so it was always a good sparring session, and Kelvin was younger than my son. But he had that long stick, bro. He knew how to work that jump. But then you got out of boxing for a while, and Keyshawn brought him back into boxing. Keon is good, But Calvin was the man, period, hands down. He was the most talked about Davis brother. Now, Keyshawn, he went off and did his thing in the Olympics and all that, so he become the most talked about one. But Calvin used to be fire, but you lose your fire, man. He got out of boxing for a couple of years and got back in, and now they're trying to work him back into the game. But I don't know how much his heart is there like it used to be. And if your heart ain't there like it used to be, you ain't gonna be what you used to be. But I remember him though, he was fire. Say you could have pulled up with me. Hey, look, that's what we should have did while you joking. You know what I'm saying? I could have pulled up with you. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't pulled up with nobody in so long, man. I always roll solo, man, because these cats out here, they be bugging. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to be nowhere where I'm gonna end up behind bars for the night because somebody ain't know how to act. Hi, how are you? What team do you coach? I don't coach nobody now, bro, but I had my own team at one point. I had a team called the Art of Boxing. And I had a whole bunch of fighters on my team up until 2016. And then 2016 through 2020, I coached at C4 Boxing. I was the fitness and conditioning, strength and conditioning coach at C4 Boxing. Then in 2020, when COVID hit, I came home. I brought a couple of guys to the crib, trained a couple of guys, because I was mostly training martial artists in 2020, guys that was getting ready for the Olympics, because I teach karate like I teach boxing. So, yeah, it's all like that, bro. I mean, I have a lot of fun in the game, but right now, I'm only focused on what I do online, because I talk to people from all the way around the world. Anybody want to know anything about what I'm doing? Hey, look, this is what I'm doing right here. Having mad fun every day. No stress. Andrew Harper, 1293. That Shields fight was great. Her opponent was the real deal. She was older and took them hits and gave them. Yeah, but she can't really fight, though. She ain't got no strategy to win. DAZN ain't got no strategy to win. I mean, that's how I go, man. She wasn't going to beat her. I knew she wasn't going to beat her. I could have bet money on the fact that Clarissa can't knock her out. Clarissa ain't got but 3 knockouts. She ain't knocking out nobody. But bottom line is, old girl, she wasn't gonna win, but she was gonna make it a fight. They come up with this bad blood on purpose so that they can get mad at each other. A bump and a push, you know what I'm saying? You know how it go, man. But she won't fight nobody. She ain't fighting nobody. She fought somebody she knew. And because she fought somebody she knew, she ain't even had to train for it. Do I think Tyson could have beat Holyfield? Yeah, he could have beat Holyfield in his prime before he went to jail. But ask everybody that know anything about the boxing game. Holyfield ducked that fight. Holyfield was 28-0, and they was talking about Mike Tyson. He was talking about everything but Mike Tyson. As soon as Mike Tyson went to jail and came out, what Holyfield want to do? He want to be the first person to fight him. Yeah, because he knew he ain't had nothing there. He knew he had to spend time in jail. Hold on a second. Man, I tell y'all something crazy, man. I'm getting tired of kicking things other than bags and people. I've been kicking walls, kicking metal stands on purpose, not on purpose by accident. I was stretching last night, right, and I decided I want to do an axe kick. Y'all know an axe kick goes up like this and then comes down, right? And I did it the first time, and then I did it real fast and real hard to throw my leg up higher and kick the stand. That the pull-up stand kicked under the arm of the stand. Man, I was like, that's that look you get when you kick something. Dang. Foot was hurting like a mug. Foot was hurting like a mug. But I stretched that big toe out a little bit, put a little icy hot on it last night, and went to bed and woke up this morning and still went for my run. Like, screw it. It's going to have to hurt because I'm going for this run. I agree that Abdullah needs to develop, but he impressed me in the Benavidez and Haney undercard in November. Yeah, he fighting. He looking like something. But I ain't saying he can't beat nobody, but you got to ask yourself this question. This is the question I like to ask people all the time. Who was the guy he fought on the undercard? I ain't say if the guy was good. I said, who was he? You never heard of that guy before that fight. That's how they do fighters. When they want to bring a fighter up, what's the first thing they do? Give him a nobody. It's just because nobody come up to the plate You know what I'm saying? I can find a garbage man that can fight. And if the garbage man fight and you end up beating him, it don't make you great. You beat a garbage man. Bottom line. So Keyshawn basically doing what Big Bro should have did. I get it. That's where the dog, exactly. Hey, look, he knew what the deal was. He brought his brother, actually, man, 100. He brought his brother back into boxing. He told him, said, listen, man, come on. Get back into boxing. I used to talk to Calvin online. Me and Calvin been friends. I've been knowing Keyshawn, Calvin, and Keon, man, since they were little guys. So when I see them, they know who I am. But, man, but them dudes, man, hey, look, my hat go off to Keyshawn because Keyshawn done been through some stuff. But them guys come out the mud, though, man. That's why I say Keyshawn, y'all know what Keyshawn been through. Y'all know Keyshawn ain't laying down. Stephen Donnelly, what up, dog? Let me see. There was never an elite woman's heavyweight ever. Clarissa's power isn't even great at heavyweight, and it's some real dogs in women's middleweight now, and she be in trouble. She ain't, hey, look, she ain't never had no power. Hey, look, she cried like a baby when she lost one of the fights in the Olympics. But the reality is, I think she's good, but I think she could be better. But she know where all the competition is. It's like when Mayweather was fighting 130, 135. Mayweather saw that 147 bracket and said, that's where I need to be at. He said, I need to be at that 147 bracket, 152 bracket, 154 bracket, because that's where the real hitters at. He went there and met them head on. That's why I try to tell people. Not a lot of people going to do that. They're going to stay where they are. Look at the monster. Look at the monster. The monster was 108, straw weight. Now he at 126, and he didn't each fight that he did, each level he done been at, he done cemented titles. Hey, look, I remember when Stephen Fulton from Philadelphia was like, man, he ain't gonna do nothing, man. He ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna wipe him up, man. He come up here to the big boys and got knocked out. He almost didn't even fight again, man. He got beat so bad. Come on, man. Y'all know the deal, man. Sometimes it's time to move up. It's time to move up. Hey, look, man, I don't do no bragging, but let me tell you a little small story real quick. My son was a green belt, and he was beating everybody in green belt, right? So when the tournament came and people were dropping out of the green belt, because I would ask some of the kids, I said, y'all competing? They say, I don't know yet. Is CJ fighting? I said, yeah. A few minutes later, I saw them putting their bags in the car. He was scaring people. My son was so good, he was scaring people, right? So at the next tournament, I told everybody, I said, he fighting up. 15, 16 green belts fought in that tournament. My son fought in the brown belt tournament. In the brown belts. He was a last stripe, 3-stripe green belt. They let him fight with the brown belts because he was beating so many people in the green belts. He won the whole thing in the brown belts. When he got the brown belt, he was beating the black belts. Some people just can't fight. It's all about what you train them to do. They just couldn't fight, and they was. It is what it is. I done seen black belts that can't fight worth 5 cents. Black belts that can't protect themselves on the street worth 5 cents. It's all about what's in your heart, bro. It's all about what's in your heart. Clarissa know. That's why she's staying where she at. And Abdullah Mason, just keep growing, bro. Don't let them talk you into doing something you ain't ready for, because they're going to try to talk you into it. You ready for this. You ready for Keyshawn. Keyshawn will wipe the floor with Abdullah Mason. None of them guys, all them guys will beat Abdullah. Every one of them. He just not ready for it. It ain't that he ain't good. He just got to wait his turn. Say Shields has no power, has no opponents, just a circle. Yeah, she ain't got no opponents. All Clarissa Shields keep doing is picking the same names over and over. Girls that she call out girls that's big, that can't fight, that's slow, and she like, I could beat them. She could beat all of them because ain't nobody up there. Where the real fights at? They a little further down. Come on back down to the weight you started out at and see what you could do down there with them girls that could really wobble. How do you eat one meal a day without your blood sugar getting low? Because I ain't got no blood sugar problems. I mean, that don't happen to everybody. I don't know. I ain't never had no blood sugar problems. I mean, if you're a diabetic, then you got to ask yourself that question. You could be a borderline diabetic. I ain't never been neither, bro. I ain't been sick since I was in high school. I ain't had a common cold, with your nose running and you're sneezing and coughing and sore throat, runny eyes. I ain't had that since I was in high school, and I'm 58 years old. I went through the whole COVID days, taking care of my wife that had COVID, took care of my son and my grandson that had COVID. I'm in the same room, sleeping in the same bed, kissing my wife at night on the forehead, and never got COVID. In fact, I was running a barbershop doing COVID. Never got COVID. I don't get sick, bro. So what might apply to one person, unfortunately, thank God for small favors, don't apply to me. I've seen Sam Noakes fight, but then again, I watch mainly UK cards. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Well, y'all seen how Richardson Hitchens ducked out on his fight when he was scared to fight Noakes. He ducked out. I got food poisoning. He called out something that you can't detect. You can't detect when a person had food poisoning. He just got a little fever, got a little, or he act like he got a fever. He act like his stomach hurting, like he balled up in a knot. Yeah, man, that's a sucker way out. He ate something bad. I'm telling you what he ate, some butterflies. Say, do I know stuff been rigged? Man, I've been watching fights since I was 7 years old, sitting on the couch next to my daddy, watching Muhammad Ali. And yeah, fights been rigged since back then. Hey, look, this ain't nothing new, bruh. This ain't nothing new. Why does everybody have the same personality these days? I don't know, man. You know, you talking about boxing, I'm gonna tell you why. Because everybody think for some reason they gotta be hard. You don't gotta be hard, man. Just come out there like Lomachenko. Lomachenko didn't deal with none of the pushing, none of the shoving. He just came out there, he shook your hand, he respected you, he fought you, he beat you, and shook your hand, and he came over and congratulated you for a good fight. That's what it's supposed to be about, but not these days. Not these days. Carissa Shields ain't nothing. Hey, look, I don't even like watching her. I only like talking about her. But unfortunately, because I'm in the boxing game, I got to talk about her. Yeah, hey, look, she did MMA and knocked the girl out nasty. Yeah, but who was the girl she knocked out? She won't top level. She was just trying to work her way in. She lost in MMA too. Don't forget about that. And she still wasn't fighting nobody top notch. I love boxing, but boxing has always had a black eye. Yep, since the mafia. Papoose just want Clarissa Shields. Papoose trying to build Clarissa Shields. Hey, look, sometimes you get a money horse. You know what a money horse is? That's somebody you run to death that's already winning anyway, and she don't even realize it. Hey, look, you realize over the last year she been dating Papoose. She done cleaned up. She got her hair done. She got makeup on. She got her teeth cleaned up. She got on jewelry now. Clarissa Shields was hardcore back in the day. She won't think about none of that. Hey, look, now all of a sudden, she looking like a model. Man, get it together, man. Get it together. Hey, look, she's still what she is to me. Hey, look, it is what it is. I don't got nothing negative to say about her, but let's just be like this. I don't want to talk about her at all. So my mom always said, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. I like the fact that she won a gold medal more than one. I hate the fact that they didn't give her a props for winning that gold medal more than once. You know, I saw the Camaro that the city of Detroit, Flint, Michigan gave her during the time when she hit. Yeah, I like all that. I like the fact that she came from nothing and made it to something. I love it. But can I stay in that mouth and all that extra junk talking? No, because it ain't necessary. Just get out there and knock people out, and I'm going to be happy with you. But when you start doing all that other stuff and want to fight everybody in the street and all that, no. Come over here. Bring Papoose over here. I'm going to chop him up with this sword. We don't fight fair in Virginia. I'm gonna be like Shinobi Zen, my boy. I'm gonna chop you up with this sword. It ain't even gonna be a conversation. The minute you say something, I'm swinging. I'm swinging that sword right at your head. So if your head's still on when you finish talking, then we can finish that conversation. I'm a gangster. Y'all better recognize a real G when you see one. What? So every fighter picking weight to fight. Y'all know the deal. Hey, look, I keep a knife on me 24/7. I got just as many skills with a knife as I got with these fists. So if I can't get you one way, I'm going to get you the next way. Do I watch UFC? No, but I seen it up there, though. Seen it on Paramount. I seen it up there. I was watching a second ago, man. I ain't watch it, but I saw it on the screen. And I got Paramount. But I'm about to start copping the jump. Because I like a fight, man. Just a good old fight. A good old fight. I come from fighting, bro. That's all I know. It's a good old fight. King Leon, what up, dog? Hey, man. Hey, look, appreciate y'all being up here. Percy Harvin, that was my man. Percy Harvin was a beast. He ain't the best athlete from the 757, though. I mean, real talk. There's been a lot of people from 757. Hey, man, Ronald Curry. Don't forget about Ronald Curry. He was a Hampton High alumni. That's my school. I went to school with Ronald Curry's uncles and aunts. Ronald Curry was a beast. Ended up playing football and basketball for UNC. Ended up going in the NFL. was at the Raiders. And look, don't forget Michael Vick. He come from the 757. He Newport News. Bad news in the building. You know what I'm saying? And definitely don't forget about your boy, Allen Iverson. He won state titles in football and basketball. Look, man, and people don't understand Allen Iverson was just as good of a quarterback as he was a point guard. And look, man, Percy Harvin was off the chain, but he ain't number one. Do I like soccer? Yeah, I like soccer. Hey, Neo, don't start asking me no dumb questions, man. Don't start asking me no dumb questions. Anybody start looking at you trying to find something wrong with you, man, something wrong with them. Anybody that asks you a dumb question about something about your body, like why your nose big, why your lips V'd out, or why your ears shake a certain way, it's some gay questions, man. Don't ask no questions like that to people online. If you want to talk about something, talk about what we talking about. If you don't, get off my channel. TJ Thomas, what it do, man? Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the money you just dropped into my junk, man. I appreciate it. Hey, love, you know Andrew Harper, man. Sometimes you gotta call a sucker, man. Back when I was growing up, you gotta call a spade a spade. I remember, man, back, hey, look, I ain't gonna brag, bro, but you know how we get down. Sometimes I gotta tell you a story that makes sense. I remember back in the day, man, you guys start talking, you be like, yo, man, you ain't gotta do all that talking. We can get them go outside right now and fight. We ain't gotta talk about it. Nah, but see, man, I'm just saying, man, you a sucker. Well, let's go outside right now then. We ain't gotta talk about it. Let's find out if I'm a sucker or not. And say, nah, see, I ain't trying to do all that, man. I got the wrong clothes on. I got my Jordans on today. Okay. Take your Jordans off. I take my shoes off. We both be outside sliding. You know what I'm saying? No, man, look, talk too much. Shut up. That's what I feel like when I be seeing some of these suckers up here, Andrew Harper. You know, because sometimes you be some. And sometimes it be some suckers. I tell people, man, this is a sucker-free channel, man. They'll try you, man. They don't know. They'll try you, man. I mean, I come from the hood, man. We don't do too much talking. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I try to calm down, man. I'm 58 years old, man. I shouldn't be punching people no more. You feel me? I shouldn't be punching people. So I just punch them online now. I hit them with some sucker gear. I put them online. Appreciate y'all though. Say, no worries, going back to boxing soon. Elbows in. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Elbows in. As soon as I put them on, bow. You know what I'm saying? Put them on. Pull them hands in. Hey, look, man. Hey, look. I appreciate y'all, man. Stephen Donnelly, 3921. What it do, man? Hey, look, man. Y'all was hitting the like button the day before I even said something about it. We got to build this thing up, man. That's how the algorithm know that I'm over here working, man. Because it's somebody else out there trying to work like we trying to work. I come online to do a live stream every day, bro. Every day. I got 2 channels, 2 fitness channels. So if you don't see me on one of them, check the other one. This one is Coach Carl 757_fitness. The other one is Coach Carl 757_fitness_shorts. I do a live stream 7 days a week. I'm on one of these channels. Between 3 o'clock, 2:45, and 4:45. I'm somewhere online saying what it do, yo. I'm saying what it do, yo. That's how I get down, bro. Hey, look, I love being online. Sometimes I come online to teach a lesson about boxing or kicking or stretching or something I might be doing online. And sometimes I just come online just because I want to be up here just to see what everybody else in the world doing. Because somebody right now ain't got nobody to talk to, so they're talking to us. Somebody ain't got nobody to listen to, so they're listening to us. Somebody got nobody to joke with, so they're joking with us. You see what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, we making more of an imprint than we think. I just finished an 8-mile plus 165 chin-ups on the day. You know what I'm talking about? George Alexander, you over there working. I just finished 4.97 miles. I did a sprint run today, though. I would either count out 200 steps or 300 steps, depending on how fast I was going. But I ran 300 steps, and then I walked 100. Then I ran 200 steps, then I walked 100. Then I ran 300 steps, and I walked 100. But I did it for 4.97 miles. Still kept the time around 11 minutes a mile, even though I was walking 100 yards. What you got to say about life just in general from your view? Just in general about life from my view. First of all, don't listen to other people. Because other people will be the reason that you get in trouble. It won't be nothing that you did. It'll be something that somebody helped you do. You don't go out here and create stupid stuff on your own. You create stupid stuff based on what somebody else got going on. And then don't chase no money. That's the first and foremost thing I tell people all the time. Don't chase money. You can't catch money. Find something that you like to do and make money. Don't chase money. Don't care about the boss saying you can work an extra 2 hours tomorrow. You can come in extra 2 hours in the morning and stay extra 2 hours late. All you doing is chasing money. And trust me, it ain't healthy. You better just make your regular salary and come on home and do something else with your life. Those are the things that I pay most attention to. Don't listen to other people and don't chase money. If you can do those two things, you have a good life. Period. I'm follow you a good time now. Okay, I appreciate it. HSTI 5912. Please talk about Iran. I don't know nothing about Iran. All I know right now is that we might be in war with Iran. That's it. Hey, look, I only follow the headlines. I got something we can talk about. Let's talk about Mexico. And if y'all smart, don't go to Mexico. But right now, they got a ban on us going to Mexico. Because what happened, I think the U.S. was in some way responsible for killing the kingpin in Mexico. And let me tell you something, what that mean. You can't kill no kingpin and not receive no type of retaliation. And right now, they put demands out. And I'm sure those demands are going to be leave my country and leave some money on your way out because you just killed my man. Now, with that being said, what we going to do? They said we got to this afternoon to decide what we going to do. That's going to be the deadline. And if we don't make the deadline, guess what they said they going to do? Going kicking down hotel doors and motel doors and going in there and start shooting people, including them Americans. I know people right now that's vacationing in Cancun, Mexico. I wouldn't want to be them. I wouldn't want to be them. Hope to still see them. You feel what I'm saying? Because Mexico, them drug lords, man, that is the one business that you don't play around with. Because you can't win. You can't win. When they always talk about people working like undercover and spies and secret agents, you can't have no family doing that. Because if you get caught, they're going to kill you and your family. They're coming back to the States. They're going to find your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousins. They can wipe out your whole generation. I ain't messing with drugs. Is powerful, bro. Drugs run the world. They talking about all these businesses and companies. Drugs run the world. Why you think there's so many drugs out here? You finding that I'm watching TV shows where they busting 1,000 kilos coming in. That's a small. They bust 1,000 kilos. That's a small fare right there. They laugh. They put 1,000 kilos on a bus and send it to America just so that you can bust that when the other 17,000 and crossed over somewhere else. Drugs is powerful, bro. I ain't in the drug game. I ain't in the drug game. Reek John, what you say I'm frying you? Why for? Were you from Mexico? Yeah, man. Hey, look, man, I ain't playing with them. Hey, look. And if you from Mexico, I ain't got nothing against y'all. If you a drug dealer, I ain't got nothing against you. That's your life. Remember, you put in the time, you do the time, you do the crime, you do the time. It ain't got to do with me. I tell people, I don't mess with nobody, don't mess with me. You don't knock on my door, we ain't got no problems. Drugs run everything, bro. Bro, what do you recommend a person eat to lose 30 pounds in a couple of months? I got a plan on my channel. Go to the search bar, put in the best plan to lose weight by Coach Carl. The best plan to lose weight by Coach Carl. Just follow the instructions, bro. It'll get you where you want to be at and it'll get you there fast. It ain't nothing to it, man. All you got to do is understand numbers. Numbers run diets. I don't care how many low-fat looking things you eat. Numbers run diets. You ain't got to miss no meals. Numbers run diets. Plain and simple. Numbers run diets. I'll show you how to do it. Magic Man 9321. Good afternoon, dog. What it player, what it do? Man, can't wait for the Tyson Mayweather fight. It ain't gonna be no fight, but it's gonna be funny though. Tyson gonna be swinging them hammers, and Mayweather just gonna be ducking them and catching them and blocking them and bang, 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 that body up. And Mike going down. If you think Mike was getting hit by Jake Paul, he gonna get hit a whole lot by Mike Tyson. I mean, by Mayweather. It's a money grab, bro. You know what it is. That's all the money grab is. It's gonna give Tyson a chance to make 50 million, Mayweather a chance to make 150 million. That's all it is. Hey, look, and they're gonna both come out there. They gotta build up a analogy from the beginning. They gotta say they don't like each other. He not the greatest, and blah blah. They gotta build it up so that we'll think it's beef. You know what I'm saying? Beef sells fights. I was eating 1.5 pounds of steak a day and was wondering why I was gaining weight. I dialed it back to 6 ounces. Hey, look, nobody say eat 1.5 pounds. Bro, you eating too much. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you eating too much. You can eat good food, but if you eat too much of the good food, you're going to start gaining weight. Now, some people want to gain weight, so some people might need to eat 2 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But for those that are trying to lose weight and cut up from the butt up like your boy did, then you got to cut it back. You still get to eat. Ain't nobody, hey, look, ain't no diet plan out here say you can't eat. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no diet plan out here saying you can't eat. It all just tells you how to eat better. Most of the time, man, people can lose weight if they just cut out the snacks. If you replace a honey bun with another piece of chicken, if you replace cookies with some with a protein bar, if you replace Kool-Aid with a protein shake, you done already killed half the game, bro. You done lose 10 pounds or 10 pounds a month just doing that. Not mad at them though. I ain't mad at them either, because hey, look, man, if you can get that kind of money, get that money. Hey, look, 50 million don't come easy. You know what I'm saying? 100 million don't come easy. I'm a big boy. I'm 6'6", 315, lean heavyweight champ. Okay, well, you doing good. You doing real good. I don't like 300 nothing. I don't care if you're 7 feet tall. 300 is just a lot of weight to carry around every day. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of weight. I got friends at 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". They in the 200s. And them boys cut up from the butt up. What do I recommend as a good calorie burning heavy bag workout? Continuous punches. Stand in front of the bag. You ain't got to bang the bag up. You just got to hit it with pop, 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 pop. Just like that. Stand in front of the bag and hit the bag straight continuous punches for 3 minutes. When the bell ring, give a minute break. Then do it all over again. However many rounds you can do it. When you start getting tired, just start punching slower. And every now and then speed them up. And then go back to slower. Every now and then speed them up. Go back. Do it 3 rounds. 3 3-minute rounds. You ain't got to move or nothing. You ain't got to dance or nothing. Just stand in front of the bag. And you working all this. Just like that. Hit it hard enough for you to hear it hit. But you ain't got to bang it up. Glenn, what up, dog? I'm using a medicine ball to help me with my squats. Is that good? Anything is good that's got weight on it. I got a medicine ball sitting right here. Can't even pick it up. Medicine ball right here. I keep a medicine ball. I like medicine balls. Ain't no medicine in it, but I still like them. But I use a 25-pound plate when I do my squats. I hold a plate that's got little hand grips, and I hold it and I squat. I do right now, starting Monday. I started doing last week's Monday. I started doing 6 sets of 50. I do 50 squats. No matter how long it takes to do 50. I watch the clock for 30 seconds and then do 50 more. I'm usually pretty good with doing my squats at a pretty reasonable time. And then I come back, take a 30-second break, and then do it again. But right now I'm doing 6 sets, which is 300, because I'm working on these legs. I'm turning these legs inside out. They're going to work for me or they're going to die. They're going to work for me or I'm going to smack them up. I'm skinny for 315 pounds. I want to gain 20 pounds of muscle. Hey, look, you can't be skinny at 315 pounds. Maybe you're skinny to you when you look in the mirror, but it depends on who else you've been looking at. I mean, because there's a lot of there's a lot of bodybuilders out here. Sam Sulek is 240, 250, and he only 5'11". And so Sam Sulek is the man. If y'all don't know who Sam Sulek is, SAMSULEK. That's my dog right there. He online. Go to YouTube, Sam Sulek. He's getting ready for a bodybuilding competition coming up in a couple of days. Let me see. Dilbert, what up, dog? Thoughts on Pacquiao Mayweather fighting in September? It's a money grab, man. Pacquiao ain't gonna make this fight. Ain't gonna make it interesting. He gonna throw some punches. Mayweather gonna let him throw some, but he ain't gonna be able to hurt Mayweather. And then Mayweather, when he get ready, he gonna speed up the process and take him out. Yo, Coach Carl, do you play soccer? Yeah, when I'm out there, just kicking the ball around for GP. My soccer ball right here, bro. I just go outside. I take it over to the school, and it's a football field, soccer field, and I kick it and just run after it, and then get to the end, turn around, kick, and then kick it again, and just run after it. I just chase it. What I do with that? Cardio drill. I found that we hard shoe shine, but that's good too. I found that hard we do shoe shine. Shoe shine in boxing, you know, if you're doing amateur boxing, you're going to get penalized for it. They don't allow shoe shine in amateur boxing. Soccer great for losing weight. Hey, look, I like to just chase the ball. Can you show me your soccer skills? I don't got no soccer skills. I don't got none. I mean, I ain't no soccer player. I'm a karate guy. You want me to show you some kicks? Let me see if I got if I still got soccer stuff on my channel. I made a video one time when I was over at the school. But I ain't got no soccer skills, man. I ain't never played soccer before. I just got a soccer ball because I could do soccer drills. Nope, I don't even think I got it. It's been so long ago. Let's see. Because I did what they call soccer ball drills. Hey, there I go. That's all you get from me. And I ain't no soccer player, but I was just doing that just to cause it works your feet, works your legs, work your feet, and make you tired. That's the only thing I cared about. Can I get tired from this? I know how to what they call it, dribbling the ball. I could dribble the ball, but a lot of times I couldn't videotape it because all I did was kick the ball and then run after it. I don't know nothing about soccer, man. Hey, look, real talk, man. I don't know nothing about soccer. Say, can I show the bag you kick with? I want to get one. Yeah, here it is. Yep. That's my kicking bag. It's a water-based bag. It's like $100 and something. I think it was like $130 or something like that. Came to the crib. All I had to do was just fill the bottom. It came in two parts, the base and the top. It came in two boxes. And I just had to put it together and then put water in it. So I don't know how much water's in it, but a couple of pounds of water for sure. Probably about 30 pounds, 40 pounds of water. And it hold the bag still, and it's got the little swivel joint so it don't move. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna, you could knock it over, but I ain't trying to knock it over. I do it, I treat it just right to keep from knocking it over. Somebody say I got some soccer skills. Man, look, them basic soccer skills. That's just me kicking the ball and running and I'm just dribbling the ball, man, because I know how hard it is to do it. So I learned how to just dribble it, kick it from left to right, kick it from left to right, and just run. And then sometimes I would just kick it and just run, chase it, and then catch it, kick it, and run and chase it. Then turn around and kick it back and run and chase it. Hey, that's the only thing I know how to do. That's all I know how to do for that cardio. I take the ball over to the school across the street. I mean, I do that. I do it just so I can keep building. Because I'm always trying to build something, man. I'm always trying to build something. I like wall bags, the square ones. I don't know what a wall bag is and a square one. That bag just sitting in the corner. I pull it out because it's got a rubber round base bottom, so you can kind of lean it and pull it out into the center of the floor. Any tips for a beginner? Boxing? Yeah. Um, learn how to hold your guard correctly and learn how to step and punch because that's more important. People don't know how to move around in the ring. And basically, I got different videos, man. I can't trust me. I can't remember the name or nothing. But because I got so many videos, it's like 2,000 videos. But you can go to my channel, go to the search bar right now, and just put in beginner boxer. Beginner Boxer by Coach Carl 757. You got to put my name in it, otherwise you might see somebody else's video. So Beginner Boxer by Coach Carl 757. Basic Boxing by Coach Carl 757. Shadow Boxing by Coach Carl 757. Bag Work by Coach Carl 757. You do that, you'll find a lot of stuff that you can start off working with. Leader Great, what up, man? Say, I just finished my food for the day, fasting until tomorrow morning. Hey, look, man, that's what we do here. Man, I fast every day. It ain't like I want to, it's just what I do. Yesterday for dinner, I finished my dinner at about 10 to 6, and I won't cook again until 4:45. I sit down at 5 o'clock, and I start eating, and I'm done usually about 6 o'clock is my cutoff, but I usually be done about 5:45. Today I got 2 bags of vegetables, an orange, a banana, 2 protein bars, some cashews, and I bought a vegan flatbread vegetable pizza, and I'm gonna cut it in half. So I'm gonna eat half the pizza and then 2 bowls of vegetables, or 2 plates of vegetables. So you saw a few of my videos on YouTube. I was impressed. Much respect. Hey man, I put 2 videos on live, 2 videos on my channel per day. So you might be able to see some of anything. I got videos on me doing bag work, me doing pad work, me doing shadow boxing, me doing inside bag work, outside bag work. You'll see me doing parallel bars. I have my bike. I do running. I do walking. I do karate, kicks on the bag. You might see me doing weight training. I do everything from bench pressing, shoulder shrugs. I mean, I do pretty much everything. Pull-ups. I do a full workout every day. I work out for 3.5 hours a day. So you might be able to see a little bit of everything up there. Elbow strikes, the whole 9. Hey, look, the person that asked me about boxing, it's a boxing video I got online called Basics and Step and Punching. Basics and Stepping and Punching. That's a good video for you to check out because it's going to show you the beginning. My body used to eat before bedtime. Now it's hard to fall asleep. Hey, it's called, what they say, it takes 30 days to create a new habit. 30 days to create a new habit. If you ain't doing it for 30, if you ain't been doing it for 30 days solid, then it's kind of hard to expect it's not going to do something different to you. How would you fight a wrestler? How would I fight a wrestler? I used to wrestle, so I'm going to fight him at what he do best. I was a wrestler in high school. But I also got a lot of experience in jiu-jitsu, a lot of experience in taekwondo. I like a lot of experience in karate, knees, strikes, elbows, all that. It don't make a difference. A fight to me is a fight. When I get in a fight, because I come from the street, so when I get in a fight, I expect you to try everything. I expect you to have a weapon. I expect you to take me to the ground if you can. I expect you to throw big punches. I expect you to kick. So when I come into the fight, I'm expecting all that. So when I'm gonna fight anybody, I'm coming to fight. That's just kind of how I do. I kind of watch for everything. I don't have a last name. Last name is Carl, Coach Carl. And ain't nobody else that look like me. I got one brother, and he 3 years older than me, and no cousins, no other relatives. I'm thin and fit, but you can't touch my toes. Oh, I'm thin and fit, but you say you or you say you can't touch your toes. Why would I be trying to touch your toes? Unless I'm gonna give you a pedicure. Hey, look. Hey, look, a lot of people thin and fit can't touch their toes. You guys, being fit don't have to do with being flexible. Who got hands? I like that. The art of 8 limbs. Oh man, 1 pound, 1 pounds grass-fed beef, 4 whole eggs, 6 egg yolk. Hey, look, if that's what you can eat. Hey, look, sound like you working. Make sure you put some vegetables in there. What is he talking about? Plus the 165 chinny. What does that mean? Dude, did you say something before that? I'll go back to see if you said something before that. Nah, you ain't said it before that. So I don't understand I don't understand the context of your conversation. You got to talk in full sentences, man, because we don't understand what you might be adding on to somebody else's conversation, but we don't know who you're adding on to. Earl Spence good at stepping, then punching with guard up. Well, he been doing that since his amateur days. But, hey, look, it's one of those deals where the guard suits the person. Everybody can't fight with the same guard because it's not natural for you. That's why some people don't have no guard. What about throwing dirt in your eyes? Hey, look, man, I came from the street, bro. You don't think they throw dirt in your eyes? Hey, look, man, you got to remember, man, I done seen everything. At 58 years old, I done been in every street fight. I've been in every ring fight, every dojo fight, and every boxing match. Man, I done been kicked. I done been hit with a brick. I done been cut. I had a guy pull out a gun on me. Hey, look, it's all kind of, look, man, I've been around, bro. You don't think I made it to 58 years old and ain't seen something in 58 years. Everybody could have been my friend in 58 years. I had just as many enemies. When you get into a fight, do you finish off your opponent or just neutralize the threat? Oh, no, I ain't finishing off nobody, bro, because I ain't trying to go to jail. When I came up, when we fought, when the fight was over, you helped the guy get up off the ground. That's how it is. Say chin-ups. I do chin-ups. I love chin-ups. I do 40 pull-ups, 40 chin-ups, and 40 dips. That's a part of my set on the power tower. I was in the Boy Scouts while you jiving. Easton, Crawford. I spent time in the Boy Scouts as a little guy when I think I was under 6th grade. So maybe like 2nd grade to like 6th grade. I was in the Boy Scouts. I had the Weeblo pen. I had the Wolf pen. Yeah, I know the game. But you don't get medals from being in the Boy Scouts. I like fighting elbows in and staying my ground, guard up nice and high. Every fighter that I ever had, if we ran into a fighter like you that fought with your guard in, elbows up nice and high, I teach them how to beat you. It's easy to beat a guy that holds his guard up high. It's harder to beat a guy that holds his guard right here. Because you think his head is open, but you can't get to his head. Everybody that does this think that's the safety. Yeah, but that's the guys I could beat. Those are the guys we beat first. I don't got nothing against that style, but that's the style we beat first. That style restricts you. See, I'm bench pressing 155 and 10 per set. Okay, that's good. I don't like benching heavy no more because heavy builds bulk, and I like cut. So I bench 120, and that's holding 260-pound dumbbells. And I do a lot of reps, 15 to 20 reps per set. And today I did 4 sets. I want to get up and my chest be tight, but not bulky tight. I don't know how much 80 kilograms is. It's like somebody telling me a joke. If you tell it into me in a different language, I don't understand it. I won't know where to laugh at. I'm 5'11", 250 pounds. Okay. I feel stuck in the high guard, but I like it. Like Winky Wright style. And the high guard, man, like I tell you, I don't want to talk nobody out of their style. But anybody that has ever fought any one of my guys that had a high guard lost. Because I teach, my style is basically to beat the high guard. That's the first thing I learned how to do when I was growing up as a boxer. Beat the high guard. There's nothing that you can block that I can throw. And I'm not going to hit your high guard trying to hit you in the head. I'm going to hit everything but the high guard. And I'm going to hit the high guard. I'm going to hit everything from here down to here. By the time the fight's over, you're going to be mad in a mug. So you're supposed to control weights, not sling around heavy weights. Hey, that's what I try to tell people. I ain't never been one that like to bench. People ask me, man, coach, you should bench like 220, 230 like 5 times. I'm like, why? When I can bench 150 like 10 times. I just like to know that my body is working, motion, I'm working. And at the same time, I'm getting tight. The high guard is crap. Like amateur guard. I don't like the high guard. And I ain't gonna call it crap, but I tell you what, anybody up here with a high guard, every fighter I ever had, even the ones that weren't good, knew how to fight against the high guard. How many protein shakes do I drink a day? 2. Both of them are doubles. I drink a double right before I sit down to eat. 5 o'clock on the dot, I'm drinking my double. Food is already on the table. 6 o'clock, about maybe 3 or 4 minutes to 6, I drink another double. And a double is 40 grams of protein. So it's 280 calories, it's 140 per shake. It's 280 calories, 16 carbs, 8 grams of sugar, and 40 grams of protein per shake. So that's 80 grams of protein, and the rest of my protein I get from my food. I'm doing at least 100 grams, maybe 100 to 110 grams of protein a day. I don't drink more than that. I don't take in that more protein than that, I should say. I'm right-handed, but am more comfortable fighting southpaw. So do I see any problem with that? You asking a real coach that been coaching since the 1990s if I got a problem with you fighting southpaw, but you right-handed. Bruh, if you were in my gym, you'd have 2 choices. Fight orthodox or find another gym. I do not train people to fight with the wrong hand up front because I know from personal experiences that once someone figured out that you are not southpaw, they're going to the backside and they're going to beat the doo-doo out of you because you can't defend yourself. If you put your best hand in the front and you do all the work that you're doing with your best hand, right? All the work you're doing with your best hand, what's going to save you when they get back here? This hand ain't strong enough to save you. If this hand get tired, this hand died already. How you going to save yourself? Hey, look. Crawford, I can't take nothing away from other people. But I ain't a fan of it. Crawford spent a lot of time training. There's a lot of people out there that train like that. But hey, look, it ain't my recommendation. Once again, I have never met a man that fought the wrong style that could beat me. I would lose more fights to a guy that was right-handed that fought with his power hand in the back. Ain't no fake southpaw ever beat me in nothing. Just because it's just, if you understand, you know how to counter him. I'll make him use his front hand. I'll make him use it to death. I'll make him use it to death till he can't use it no more. And then I'm going to the other side. Crawford got away with doing that because he's Crawford. But if Crawford would have done that to Mayweather, he would have went back to his original style because you can't do that to everybody. Hey, look, everybody got their style. I'm just saying. I gave you two choices if you can, because it ain't taking me, but it was this one guy that came to my gym and he fought southpaw, but he really wasn't a southpaw. And I didn't know it because he looked pretty good training. But then one day when he finally got his first fight, that front hand started getting tired and he couldn't save himself with the backhand. All the technique went out the window. And bruh, we swapped him around as soon as he got back to the gym. He had a choice: swap around and get ghost. I fought amateur. Amateur boxing, amateur karate, amateur wrestling. Crawford ducking boots. Yeah. Only people that haven't been on this channel say that. If you've been on this channel, you already heard my opinion. Crawford couldn't fight Boots if he wanted to. Crawford held all the titles. People that don't understand the real understanding of boxing would say this: Crawford ducked Boots. But people that understand real boxing, not that you don't, but I'm going to explain it to you real quick. Those belts sanction fights. Crawford don't pick fights. He suggests fights. The WBC, the WBA, the WBO, the IBF pick fights. Boots had done nothing, according to those organizations, to warrant that fight. He wanted Crawford to speak up on his behalf to take that fight. But Crawford was saying he ain't fought nobody. They were saying he ain't fought nobody. So even though it looked like a duck situation, the reality is Boots wouldn't have brought no money to the table. And if them organizations don't have you listed real high, you can't bring no money to the table, then they ain't gonna be involved with you. They put Crawford in front of people that made money, that made sense. End of story. Let me see. I know that training session was good. My man sitting down, boy, hey, look, man, I ran today 4.97 miles, and I sprinted between 200 and 300 yards each run, and then jogged 100 yards, and then sprinted out again. So by the time I made it home, I was stumbling and fumbling at the front door trying to get in. De La Hoya is left-handed and fights orthodox. I don't know. Like I said, you can name 100 fighters. Somebody gonna get through the loop every time. Depends on how young you started it. But you got a lot of guys on my channel, 20 plus years old, learning how to box and learning how to box the wrong way. If you know anything about Gary Russell, all of the Gary Russells, every one of them are right-handed, but they all fight left-handed. It ain't my favorite, but they got a system. They all trained to fight it from day one. But once again, you ask me my opinion is it don't make a lot of sense. If you can't fight ambidextrous, and the only reason somebody like Crawford fights ambidextrous because he realized that Errol Spence couldn't fight a left-hander, couldn't fight a southpaw. So he stayed southpaw. And the more he realized that the stuff that he was doing was confusing Spence, he stayed there. I'm not a fan of it. But if it worked for him, hey, let it work for him. Hey, look, Alex Foley, you got it. Boots was reaching. Excuse me. Boots didn't ask for nobody that was on his weight class that was 1 or 2. He asked for somebody in another weight class and asked for somebody that was already at the top. You know why they did that? Because he wanted to look like a superstar. It'd be like me asking to fight Mayweather. I know I ain't fought nobody that would lead me up to a Mayweather fight, but I want to fight Mayweather. Why? Because I know I'm going to get paid. What do you recommend to speed up your jab? Do you recommend throwing jabs with weight in your hand? That's all I recommend. Practice. Don't throw your arm out. Just put the weight in your hand and just do this. Like I said, we started off doing 100 times a day till your arm fall off. But the bottom line is, when 100 ain't enough, do 200. Do 100, finish the training process, then do another 100. Be so bad that by the time you get up the next day, your shoulder's sore. Put some ice on your shoulder before you go to sleep. Wake up the next day and your shoulder's sore. Then come and do it all over again. There's only one way to get your guard, to get your stuff right. You got to work at it. Ain't nothing gonna come automatic. What up, Bustin' Dustin? I meant to recognize, holler you out, bro. What up, Bustin' Dustin? What's happening with your homie? Says, is it possible to gain 20 pounds in a year while fighting and training at the same time? Of course it is. Just keep eating. That's all you gotta do is keep eating. Just don't eat junk, because then you're gonna gain. You're gonna be fat. You ain't gonna gain what you're thinking. Boots was the mandatory for Bud. Bud got stripped, then started crying because he ducked Boots. Whatever. Wouldn't have made no money. If Boots was so good, Boots would have beat everybody else. All this time we've been talking about Crawford. Who else did Boots fight that was on the level? Who else? You name me one fighter that Boots fought that was on the level of a top 1 or 2 division champ. Anybody. Anybody that was on the level. Not somebody that ended up with a title because somebody else dropped the title. He ain't fight nobody. Boots ain't fought nobody since he came into the pros that was really anybody. He been beating up a whole bunch of people that he could. Anytime Boots could drop a guy with them little fast, slick hands and he can drop a guy in the first round, yeah, he ain't fighting nobody. He ain't fighting nobody durable enough to call it a real fight. Boots know what he doing. Yeah, Boots know exactly what he doing. Bustin' Dustin. I'm just doing me, dog. Going to get this grease off me. Then go beat up somebody. I feel you, dog. Who's the boogeyman? Lee the Great. Who you talking about, the boogeyman? Yeah, and look, my man Alex Foley say Boots should be glad Crawford gone. Yeah, he'd be glad. Boots would have took his first L, and he wouldn't have been happy about it. He would have swore up and down, y'all told me I could beat him. His daddy would have been saying the same thing that Teofimo's dad was saying. Where your power at? Where your power at? Your speed not working. Is something wrong with you? You sick? That would he'd have been saying. Because none of that wouldn't have worked. Lee the Great, man, what's wrong, man? You typing slow? You said the boogeyman. I said, who's the boogeyman? Oh, you ain't answered me. Cause you knew you was just joking. Said that was cold. Hey, look. Where your power at? Why your speed slowing down? Come on, Boots. Use that move, that 2-3, step to the side, 2-3 again. Why it's not working? He'd have been saying that. Yeah, he'd have been saying that when Crawford would have been beating him in the ground. Ain't nowhere in the world. Boots beating Crawford would be like Abdullah Mason beating Gervonta Davis. Y'all know that ain't gonna happen, man. Gervonta could come out the bedroom right now, straight off the couch, straight off of smoking weed, drinking a beer, and beat Abdullah Mason. Yeah, Benavidez now, that's the boogeyman. Ask Canelo. Canelo been ducking Benavidez for 2 years, and guess what he said? I just don't like the guy. What that got to do with fighting? Yeah, I just don't like him. That's what he said. I just don't like him. What? What they got to do with anything? Remember Canelo telling the world he didn't want to fight Crawford because Crawford was too small? It'd be a waste of time. And look at him now. Canelo begging for a rematch. Errol Spence fighting Tim Tszyu. Who you got? I still got to give it to Errol Spence until he showed me otherwise. Because Errol Spence, just because he lost that one fight, he just had too much invested in that fight. Lee the Great, stop talking trash, man. You know God mean well, man. Hey, look, you just talking to hear yourself talk now. Come on, man. You know, every now and then you want to spice up the live stream with something stupid. Here, there you go. That's your stupid right here. You get one. Spence is done. I think Spence done too, man, but I still think he still got enough left to make a paycheck for the family. Hey, look, Bandy, Bandana say you got Thurman over Fundora. Hey, look, I ain't mean to laugh at your joke, man, but look, I just visioned Thurman trying to figure out how to get in on Fundora. Thurman gonna have a hard day, man. He gonna have a long, hard day. Thurman gonna look just like your boy Erickson Lubin, short and getting pounded. Hey, look, Spence got in them crashes, man, drinking too much. That's all that is, man. Stop drinking. You say I'm a serious coach. Come on, leader great, man. You can't be serious, man. You can't be, man. That's why I gave it to you, man. Everybody up here gave it to you. You notice nobody else ain't say nothing about it. Everybody say, hey, look, hey, Debuham say Thurman is shot. Don't know it yet. Thurman been shot, man, since Thurman got married. Thurman, he can still win a fight, man, but he got married and got soft. He started dropping fights and everything, man. He wasn't even training. Then he realized his wife was like, yo, you got to go back out there and make some more money, man. We gonna get another Lambo, get a bigger house. You know what I'm saying? Thurman said, oh, crap. Tim Bradley said Thurman has a breaking point. Thurman been broke. Thurman can't beat nobody, man. That's why he coming back trying to. Thurman is an older cat that should be a commentator. I mean, he knows the game of boxing. He's an older cat that should be a commentator. Yeah, he should be a commentator, man. Thurman should be a commentator. He's smart when it comes to boxing. Just like what's your boy name? Paulie Malignaggi. Don't get back in the ring. Paulie's still trying to make a check. Paulie been spending so much money, he's still trying to make a check. He out there doing bare knuckle fight. You see Paulie now? Paulie pretty face, got scratches and scars on it. He might well go get some tattoos. Paulie Malignaggi looked like somebody beat him up in a street fight. It was a street fight, a bare knuckle fight. He might have won one, but dude got scarred up for life. Boy got stitches and everything. Out there trying to do bare knuckle fighting with his little pretty light-skinned curly head booty. Looking like a pretty light-skinned curly head booty. Out there getting blasted. Paulie Malignaggi, get yourself together. Who I got? Garcia versus Shakur. Shakur, Garcia can't move, man. Unfortunately, he still stand upright. He fight like this, man. I mean, he got fast hands, but it ain't gonna matter because nobody's gonna stand around and let him hit him. You know, you got to think, old boy, Mario Barrios, he couldn't get out of the way. He ain't no real fighter. He couldn't get out of the way. Mario Barrios was made to look like, made Garcia look like he was a champ. I don't know why they don't go to training or promoter. Hey, look, that's how it go, man. This how it go. Everybody think they can do it without it. That's why they don't know. That's why they don't know, because they still think they got it. They ain't got it no more, man. Sometimes it's just a hard lesson for somebody. Hey, look, you said Garcia has terrible fundamentals. Always did. The only thing Garcia know how to do is throw a fast left hook and a good straight right. But it ain't going to work if you can't hit the guy. Unless the guy stay. That's why he like. He just standing straight up. Leaning back, trying to keep him getting hit. Come on, man. Against a real fighter, I think Teofimo Lopez would have beat Garcia. He didn't fight Garcia because he felt like he was too low on the totem pole. That boy got terrible fundamentals. Fundamentals is garbage. But he was supposed to be like the next De La Hoya. He just don't have that movement. Like he doesn't move his body, his hips and stuff. Ryan is NIL boxing. Yes, sir. Man, oh man. Man, the day was a long day. I don't know if y'all had a long day, But the day felt like Monday. Monday is always a long day. And the day felt just like a Monday. And yesterday was long too. Say Garcia is too self-absorbed and conceited to think he needs to get better defensively. And he'll pay for it soon. He already paid for it, but he's going to pay for it again. He's going to keep paying for it. He's going to keep fighting. They're going to keep giving him fights that he can win right now until they can build him up for something better. You know how they do in boxing? They throw you a couple of cookies, and then they're gonna throw in that steak, something a little tougher. If Garcia changed his attitude and got a new team around him, I could feel he would improve tremendously. But the whole thing is, he hired teams now. Michael Jordan said when he went to Charlotte Bobcats, he wanted to hire people that won't be yes men because he couldn't win having yes men around him. He didn't know everything. He figured I need somebody that know more than what I know. But that's what he ended up getting. A bunch of guys that said, we'll do it Mike's way. Mike was like, wait a minute, what way you got? You know what I'm saying? That's how I go. That's what Ryan keep hiring and firing people all the time. He keep hiring and firing coaches. Them coaches ain't telling Ryan fight the same way every single time. They ain't telling him nothing new. Yep, Ryan gonna make more money off of promoting himself. Now he don't listen. Busting, Dustin, he don't listen at all. He trying to find guys that he can tell what to do. That's why he didn't stay with old Coach James. He didn't stay with him. He got somebody new. He gotta keep getting new people. Tank knocked out 3 of them fighters on the last card. He'll be back soon. I don't know about Tank. As much as I like Tank, I don't put my heroes in front of common sense. Tank was one of my heroes from the amateurs, but I can't put my heroes in front of common sense. Common sense suggests that Tank got issues. And as much as I want to keep him in the limelight and keep his name live, I'm not going to put him out there. If he can't fight, Tank might not ever come back. I mean, be honest, Tank might not never come back. Tank might end up in jail. We never know. Tank just got so much stuff going on, man. We don't know how to call it. Yeah, Ryan will be like De La Hoya. De La Hoya was an ego guy too. Yeah, De La Hoya was an ego guy too. And now see how he act right now. Still walking around here in fishnets. And got girl, I don't know if he got girls and guys hollering after him, but he got something. Y'all done seen the video footage and the highlight reels. De La Hoya on a sneaky tip, bang. I don't know what that means. Here we got, we always got, y'all excuse the clowns, man. We always got, they think it's a circus. They see how many people be online and they want to jump in on the game. But it's all good, man. As long as they don't say nothing that was really derogatory, I'm going to leave them up here for a little while. They just want to be recognized, man. Y'all know how it go. Ryan can't get past Rolly and Devin can't get past Ryan. De La Hoya can't get past that powder. Hey, look, man. Ryan can't get past Rolly because Rolly is a thug fighter. That's what that is. Rolly ain't really got no skills. He's just a thug fighter. And Devin, we don't know what the outcome of Devin and Ryan is or what it could have been because the Devin and Ryan that we seen looked like Ryan was a monster. But then we realized that Ryan got that extra confidence from that powder that De La Hoya and his team gave him. So, look, that's how that go. So with that being the case, we don't know who we got until we see it again. And guess what? We probably ain't never gonna see it again. Why? Simply because that's the kind of stuff it is. We don't always get to see it twice. Yeah, we won't always get to see it twice, dog. I think Devin will win rematch. Yeah, because Ryan, he might still be good, but he'll realize that he ain't got the help of whatever the substance was. They're gonna test him all the way up to the fight night, the night after the fight, and a month later. So he'll be like, yo, just in case something's still in your system. Like you said, it's already tainted. Yeah, this is tainted now, man. We don't know what we're gonna get. And De La Hoya hide Ortiz from Boots. Yeah, because Ortiz ain't that good either, man. He ain't on that level. He stands still. Why they don't put Boots in front of a guy that can fight? Put Boots in front of a guy like Boots that can actually fight. Boots should go ahead and try to line up Devin Haney. You don't hear nobody talking about that one. They 147. They all been around the same thing. Just like I like to see Gary Antoine Russell fight Boots. He beat him twice already. Now we get to see what's going on. Stop hiding these guys, man. Don't hide them, divide them. How about Boots and Conor Ben? Hey, look, nobody ain't talking about that either. Nathan 147. Jabel Talo said he wanted to fight Boots. Hey, look, everybody want to fight Boots, but Boots ain't, you see what I'm saying? Boots ain't taking these offers seriously. Boots trying to fight somebody else. The Spence still got it in him? I don't know, man. We about to find out. Boots is 154. Ain't nothing to be 147. It ain't nothing to be 147. Don't make excuses for Boots. Don't ain't make no excuses for him. He's skinny. If he at 154, he could pick 147. He ain't do enough damage at 147 to be trying to run from it. You go where the money at. He went to a category where he know ain't a whole lot of people in there. But we still got some fighters out there for him. Put him in front of the child, old boy. Yeah, Boots should move up to 160. He ain't gonna fight nobody at 160. Mickey Lloyd from Melbourne says Boots. Charlo needs to be on Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, because they kind of cuckoo, man. They got attitudes, man. I don't know what's wrong with them brothers, man. You don't move up and go back down. Yes, you do. Mayweather did it. Mayweather moved up high, then came back down. Javante moved up and came back down. Devin Haney moved up and came back down. Keyshawn Davis, talk about fighting 135 again. Whole lot of people go up and move back down. They ain't nothing but weight, bro. You got months before you got another fight. Everybody walk around heavier than they fight. Everybody but Mayweather. Mayweather walked around 147 to 150 and fought 147. That was his best weight. Do I think May Pac 2 is any different? Nope. I think Mayweather going to end up winning. It's going to be a decent fight. But Mayweather going to end up winning because that's pretty much how it's set up. Pacquiao can't beat Mayweather on no day. Definitely not today. Charlo was just scared of Canelo. That's all that was. But Canelo fought the weaker Charlo brother. He didn't fight the one that was the mean one. He fought the other one. He fought the smaller one. Canelo knew what he was doing. You think Mayweather but closer fight this time? Maybe. Because they both about 10 years older. Mayweather ain't going to be jumping out of the gym. Man, have y'all ever noticed that your fingers, man, the fingernail be growing all the time? Well, they say that's when you can tell you're healthy, when your fingernails keep growing, but I wish these jokers would stop growing and I still maintain good health. Man, I be having to cut my fingernails or file these jokers down. They start looking crooked. I'm like, how am I ain't about to be walking around here with no crazy looking hands. People be looking at my hands because they figure I'm a boxer, I'm supposed to look crazy. Nah, man. Come on, player. Yo, coach, what up? DJ XZL. You think Mayweather versus Crawford is possible? Nah, because Crawford said he ain't coming back. Crawford said the money won't bring him back. But Crawford said in an interview a couple of weeks ago that Mayweather was an idol of his, and he wouldn't want to fight an idol. He said, I don't never need to fight an idol. I said, man, he said Mayweather is still the greatest, and he just want to leave it at that. He don't mind. Hey, look, some people don't mind taking the back seat. I know I wouldn't. Some people you just don't fight. Do you think Zuffa boxing will be the top of the sport? It will be top in the sport. Why? Because they get to find fighters that want to fight and just go ham out. They ain't putting together no boxing matches, dog. They putting together fights. It's gonna be two fighters that ain't gonna like each other. Period. Said the Saudis, talking about Crawford. The Saudis did knock. They offered Crawford $100 million to fight Canelo again. He said if he wasn't gonna fight him for the money, he was gonna fight him. The money wasn't gonna bring him back. Well, according to Crawford, he said he ain't coming back, and that's fine. Let Crawford stay where Crawford at. I got a number. Pay me $100,000. I'll climb back in the ring tomorrow. Come right off this couch. Take this cell phone with me. Y'all see me take off my shirt and get ready to fight like right now for $100,000. No, I'm just kidding. But I probably would fight for $100,000, but I ain't looking for it though. More money, more problems. I got enough problems with the money I got. You give me $100,000, I'm gonna have more problems. I'm gonna start slapping people. Slap, drop a 10 on them. Slap them and then drop 10,000 on them. It's a whole bunch of people I want to slap for $10,000. Say health is more important than the money. Why is Crawford not trustworthy? I don't know. Crawford ain't the one that said none of this stuff, bruh. Crawford said he wouldn't come back for the money. That's all Crawford said. But the Saudis offered Crawford $100 million, and I didn't hear from Crawford. Heard it from somebody else. I think Crawford is telling the truth, but everyone's door being a fighter in retirement is cracked open. I think we'll see Crawford come back. Might. You never know. And look, but I want a guy to stay retired. Why? Because he's already done what he need to do. Andre Ward got to a certain level and retired. Tim Bradley got to a certain level and retired. Everybody got a level. Hey, look, you could have cut me off at when I had $20 million in the bank. I'd be like, nope, I'm not fighting no more. Why run the risk of your health when you're already rich? Just to please people that's gonna laugh at you at the end. Hey man, Alex Foley, you done said a mouthful. They don't know about the training camps and being away from your family. And Crawford was able to go to his son's wrestling match. All that kind of stuff. That stuff is important, man. People think money is everything. Money is the least of everything. I think Crawford will fight again just out of boredom. Maybe, maybe not. We about to see. I guess only time will tell, right? Hey, look, DEBUHAM. You said rematch Crawford and walk away. You can't walk away. Because once you rematch Crawford, they're going to want you to fight somebody else. Once you fight somebody else, they're going to want you to fight somebody else. They're going to say if he did it one time, he'll do it twice. Sometimes you got to make a statement. Hey, look, no such thing. You said too much money with little damage. Hey, man, first of all, let's be clear. We don't know if anything is wrong with Crawford. All we see is what we see. Crawford could be sitting on this far from getting brain damage, that far from having a bad heart. Crawford could have found out he was a diabetic. Crawford could find out he got cancer. Crawford could find out anything. We won't know about it because they're not going to tell us about it. Crawford could have CTE. Crawford could have anything wrong with him, and we busy wanting Crawford to fight again. Sometimes when a man walk away, you know what I'm saying, you just got to know. You walk away for a reason. We never know what the reason is. We like to think we do, but we don't. We don't know what the reason is. I had a friend of mine that walked away from fighting years ago, and I ain't know why. I was like, dude, it's good, everything. He said he found out he had a heart murmur. The doctor told him his heart was beating funny. He died later, but that is not from boxing. You know, he died because he just had a bad heart. He didn't know he had a bad heart. I got a friend right now that's got a bad heart. Just found out he got a bad heart and got what you call it, blood clots on his lungs. Yeah, he was a karate guy. But I mean, you know, you never know. You never know what the story is. We think we know the story, but we don't know the story. So that's why I say, rather than put some pressure on people, undue pressure. Hey, look, man, it's a whole lot of fighters out here. Let's talk about somebody else. It's a whole lot of fighters out here. Crawford ain't the only one. For years, man, the only thing people kept talking about was Mike Tyson. Mike should come back. Mike should come back. Mike set out for 10 years. Y'all still hollering, Mike gonna come back? No, he gonna come back. Mike came back and looked like a hot mess. Now we saying Mike's stupid. He should have stayed in. Should have stayed in. Canelo don't deserve a rematch. Why did he deserve it? He don't deserve it. Hey, look, he first of all, he didn't want to fight. Let's be clear. Canelo never wanted to fight with Crawford. He told the press that Crawford was too small, not enough draw, and a waste of time. That's what he told the press, out of his mouth in Puerto Rican. He told the press that. He fought, he only took the fight because it was $100 million. That's the only reason why he took it. It was $100 million. He said, I'll beat him up for $100 million. Got in there and lost, and now he begging for another fight. Come on, man. You asked for the fight you got. You took the money you took, and now you got beat. Now live with it. He can't live with it because he don't want to go into history knowing that he got beat by Crawford. And that ain't got nothing to do with us. You should have decided not to take the fight. You started off saying you weren't going to take it. Canelo don't deserve nothing but what he got. He got beat. This said, let's talk about Shakur versus Tank. It ain't gonna. That's an unheard of fight too. Until Tank come back, or till Tank announce that he's coming back, Tank got a whole lot of stuff going on, man. And that's saying a whole lot. Tank got stuff going on, man. This dude got charges on him. Dude got probation over his head, parole, and he got a whole lot of stuff going on. And that's even if he make it through the charges, he still got something going on inside of his head that keep causing him to do the same thing he been doing. So, hey, look. What we need to do for Gervonta is pray for him. Stop trying to put him in another fight and start praying for him. Because Gervonta the type of guy we're going to see on the news. He going to kill somebody or somebody going to kill him. Hey, look, both of them. Get them both out of there. I ain't saying they bad for boxing, but sometimes it's time to call it a day. I want to see B-Hop come back. Hey, look, that'd be a waste of time. Like I said, man, you don't know why people got out of boxing. Some people think people just got out of boxing because they just didn't want to box. They're waiting on something better to happen. People have had cancer. People that had prostate cancer. People that had liver cancer. People that had heart attacks and strokes and blood pressure high and cholesterol high, diabetes high. Hey, look, man, you know who I want to see fight? The people that's asking to fight. That's why I want to see fight. Let the people that's asking to fight keep fighting. Those are the people I want to see fight. The people that's asking. Tank ain't gonna never learn the business, bro. Sometimes you can't teach everybody everything. That's why they got other people out here to do it for you. I wouldn't be surprised if Vernon Hopkins got CTE. Hey, man, them dudes took a lot of hits, man. And we still begging him to come back and take another hit. He could be on his last strike. His last hit might be his last hit. Bernard still sounds sharp. Just talk too much. Hey, look. We'll see. Who would win between Haney and Shakur? I don't know. That'd be a good fight. You saw the sparring session online? That's a good fight. Even though I don't think they're going to let it happen, though. Because it's two top-notch guys that they could beat up 3 or 4 more people and build up the hype in the fight. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd like to see it, though. That's a fight worth watching. I thought Teofimo was at the top. He let me down. I wasn't a Teofimo fan, but I thought he was at the top. Did Bernard Hopkins sound like your old boxing coach? Yeah, man. My thing is when people drop out of something that they stood to make another 50 to 100 million, it's a reason why they dropped out. Andre Ward dropped out of boxing when he was completely healthy. It's a reason why he dropped out though, bro. And trust me, it ain't clear as day. It ain't that he dropped out just because he didn't feel like boxing no more. It's other reasons. Look at Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley said he got CTE and everything else. Tim Bradley took a lot of hits in that head, man. Even though I don't like Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley talk a lot. You talking about somebody that talk a lot and ain't saying nothing? Tim Bradley, he talk a lot and ain't saying nothing. Yeah, Andre Ward called out Joshua because he realized that would be an easy fight. He realized that would be an easy fight for him. Because Anthony Joshua, the way he move around, Andre Ward would have easily beat him. But I don't know, man. Did he call him out? Was he really willing to fight, or was he just trying to keep his name relevant? A lot of times these call outs be about keeping your name relevant. Bradley, man, Bradley just Bradley is not my favorite fella, bruh. I mean, I don't know if I want to call anything wrong with him, but he's not my favorite fella. First of all, he talk too much, man, and he think he know everything. Bradley is not Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas is my dog. Teddy Atlas can say no wrong to me because Teddy Atlas explains everything. They say if you can explain it to a 12-year-old, you good at it. And Teddy Atlas is good at it. Teddy Atlas could make my 10-year-old grandson understand boxing. Yep. Yeah, but Bradley, he be saying a whole bunch of nothing. Desert Storm, you know the rest. Desert Storm, you know the rest. Hey, look. Some people, man, they move up the ladder, and I don't get it, bro. Showbiz, the entertainer, or whatever that is, whatever his name is, Showbiz, the boxing commentator. Hey, look, man. Hey, look. I don't know what to think about him, bro. I know he got a good show. I watched the show quite a few times, but I don't know what to think about him. Because I don't know if I don't think he understand boxing as well as he think he do. Or at least he be selling us the stuff that he think we don't know. Man, I don't know. I stay away from guys like that. I like to talk about people that really understand what they're talking about. Because some people just be talking to hear themselves talk. Bradley got top rank in his pocket. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who like Bradley. I don't think too many people like Bradley. Yo, I'm here chilling on the bus, about to go home and get out right away to go for that 1 hour, 30 minute. There we go, Ninja Q7934. Make it happen, player. You know, you got to stay on top of things. Say Bradley fried rice. Hey, look. But like I said, Showbiz the entertainer, y'all watch him. If y'all watch him, man, he say a lot of stuff, man, but you don't really know if he actually know what he talking about. It's like he just be talking about boxing. He be talking about what the average person talk about. He don't make you think that he know the game. He be picking fighters based on what somebody else said. Bro, do you watch the fighter in training? Do you in the camps? Do you watch them? Do you actually understand that boxing is more fake than it is real? Don't try to sell us something unless you don't know that it's that. If you don't know it's that, then I understand why he's selling it to us. And then I watch Showbiz the entertainer hit the bag. He don't know boxing, man. I mean, anybody know when you see somebody, well, the eyes don't lie, bro. When we see what we see. When we listen, we listen. When we hear what we hear, when we see what we see, we know. You ain't really a boxer. You ain't really I don't know if you're a real commentator. I know you could talk boxing. I know you got a following and the whole 9 yards. But bruh, I don't know if the dude really know nothing about boxing because he be trying to sell us the parts of boxing that we know better. Anybody that watch my channel know for a fact that I can explain to you what BoxRec is. I can explain to you when they taking a smaller fighter and a bigger fighter and trying to make the smaller fighter look like a fighter. Put them in a fight and that's what you're going to get. I can look at a boxing match and tell you what's what. I can tell you who's faking and who's live and who's Memorex, who's live and who's recorded. I can tell you that. I watched enough boxing. I've been in the boxing. I've trained enough boxers. I've been in training to be a boxer. I've understood what it was like. And you have to understand that side. But bro, when you start telling me what other people said about what other people said about what other people said, it's a lot of third, fourth, fifth parties there, bro. But which part of that do you really understand? I mean, it's I don't get it. Some of these commentators are saying stuff just to draw fans to their page. And some of it work. But if you're a real diehard boxer, boxing fan, boxing person, you know when you're listening to somebody that don't know what they're talking about. You know. Listen to Teddy Atlas and watch the difference in the commentating. Excuse me. Say you wonder if Keyshawn versus Haney is actually going to happen? Probably not. I told you, probably not. It's a showbiz is a clown in a bonnet. Hey, showbiz, definitely know when the circus is in town because you see all the red noses and the big shoes. Peter North here. I'm an adult film star, retired. Almost got into boxing before my adult film career. Thanks, Peter North. Hey, look, whatever it takes, bro. Hey, look, you was out there shaking your booty and making money. Hey, look, keep making money. Can Shushu beat Inoue? No. And that's period. It's plain and simple. They trying to sell Shushu. They trying to sell Shushu a paycheck. He might be in the fight, but he ain't gonna win, bro. He ain't gonna win. Shushu ain't got enough. Shushu just looking at that payday. He's saying ain't a whole lot of people I can beat up on that's gonna give me that payday. But man, sometimes you gotta know. When you know real boxing, you know when real boxers step in the ring, he gonna have to run into Inoue, and Inoue been training. He is the monster by name for a reason. He trains. He doesn't, and there's no scapegoating. There's no lollygagging. There's no pitter-pat. He will not beat him. He will not beat him. On his best day, he will not beat him. That's like saying, can Abdullah Mason beat Gervonta? Gervonta can come in the ring with court charges and possibly go into jail after the fight. He still would beat Abdullah Mason. And he would knock him out. That's the funny part about it. He wouldn't just beat him, he would knock him out. I watched Shushu's last fight. He fought a nobody. And he kept it an even fight. But if you fighting a nobody, you should have knocked him out. Now, Bam versus Inoue is a good fight. But Bam gonna lose. Take my word for it. Bam gonna lose. I watched Bam since Bam came into the pros. He gonna lose. That's the bottom line. He gonna lose. It ain't gonna be a good fight. He gonna lose. And Robert Garcia know that. So when Robert Garcia picked that fight, he gonna be picking it and trying to get Bam the most amount of money possible. Because they don't mind a L on your record. Inoue and Dimitri Bivol, my favorite boxers, right? Even Keyshawn too. Yeah, they all good fighters. I seriously miss Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard was a beast, and he came to fight every time until he started getting older. But when he was at his prime, now Shushu versus Abdullah Mason, that would be a good fight because it's two guys that actually can fight. You know what I'm saying? And they both young. But hey, look, you got to remember how Abdullah Mason got that title. Did he earn that title the old-fashioned way by going through the ranks? No, he took the title that Keyshawn left on the table when he couldn't fight. Keyshawn gave the title up, said he was going up. So they put Abdullah Mason in because he's, good name, put him in there and let him fight a guy that didn't deserve to fight. And then all of a sudden, boom, he get the title. They should have put Abdullah Mason in there with Floyd Schofield and let the winner bring home the title. No, they weren't going to do that. They put Abdullah Mason in there with somebody that couldn't be in there, that shouldn't have been in there. And then he ended up with the title. He's not going to hold it, though. Soon as he fight another 135, they really want to fight, he going to lose that title. So you got a lot of boxers now that fight for points. Don't go in hurt. Don't go in to hurt you or even make you feel it's advantage points. I think that's Shushu. Yeah, Shushu just trying to get some shots in and move around. He don't have nothing to hurt you with. know what I'm saying? He don't got no big shots. He ain't even known for no big shots. He just a guy. He's just a boxer. He's a boxer that I don't think got enough. He's gonna remind me of some of them other boxers back in the day that fought that had fast hands but could never hurt nobody. Yeah, that's one of them. You know, Meldrick Taylor type fighters. The guys that got real fast hands but can't finish nobody. Rashid Warren. Y'all remember Rashid Warren? Rashid Warren was a small guy, like 108, 112, and he was a beast from Ohio. He had good hand speed, popping, pap, 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 but never got rid of nobody. Never got rid of nobody. My uncle was great friends with Joe Frazier. Frazier from Beaufort, South Carolina. Frazier was a beast. Hey, look, that's what that is. Frazier was a beast. Keyshawn is the definition of a plant. No, Keyshawn can actually fight. If you understand Keyshawn, then you understand boxing. I've been watching Keyshawn since the beginning. And Keyshawn, every single time, come to fight. Keyshawn is the kind of fighter that beat fighters that he ain't supposed to beat and shock you every time. The reason if you didn't know already, the reason when you knew Keyshawn was good is when he beat Jermaine Ortiz. Because Jermaine Ortiz was a good fighter, solid fighter. People don't understand that Jermaine Ortiz was Lomachenko's sparring partner. That was solid enough for when Keyshawn beat him, he shut everybody up. And Keyshawn not only beat him, he knocked him out. He never been knocked out before. As a matter of fact, I am right on the road you are talking about. Joe Frazier came from. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's a better fight, Abdullah versus Schofield. That's a great fight. Now, let's see if it ever happens. Dude gave Mason a decent fight, I thought. But I feel you, what you're saying, OG. Dude did give Mason, but who was the dude? That's the question. Who was the dude? If the dude was Schofield or Keyshawn Davis or somebody and Mason won, then we'd be like, oh, Mason the man. But we don't know these guys. If we don't know them, that's because they ain't nobody. There's too many people on my channel right now that know real boxing that will know when it's a real fight. Laugh out loud, he definitely hurt and got rid of his last opponent, Castro. Yeah. Keyshawn versus Shakur, no friends. You ain't gonna find that fight. Unfortunately, you won't find that fight because they ain't just friends. They like brothers. You got to understand the history of certain people. They like brothers. They come from the same upbringing. Hey, look, they like brothers. I can't say no more than that. I had two sons that were only like 8 pounds difference in weight, but I would never, under God's green earth, let them fight each other, ever. Just like the Charlo brothers, they would never fight each other. They fight everybody but each other, and you just gonna have to deal with that. Floyd Schofield versus Kermel Moton, 2 different weight classes. Kermel Moton too small. Floyd Mayweather Sr. has fast hands. Yeah, he was a boxer. Now he still got fast hands to be a senior. Carl, why ain't these fighters in heavyweight division fighting like they used to in the 80s and 90s? Because they prima donnas. That's why. They want to look like bodybuilders. And they ain't throwing no real leather no more. I don't talk about Keyshawn versus Shakur because that don't make a lot of sense. You ain't going to see that fight. But Keyshawn versus a prime Tank, they both the same size. Keyshawn a little bit bigger than Tank and a little bit heavier than Tank, his regular walk-around weight. Tank, when he walk around heavy, it's because he out of shape. I'm not biased about Keyshawn. I just know what Keyshawn can do. I watched Keyshawn lose to Andy Cruz in the Olympics, and I knew it was coming because I watched Andy Cruz 2 years before I seen Keyshawn at that level. Sometimes you just got to know your fighters. I give Keyshawn props for who Keyshawn is, but Keyshawn will have some trouble going up and trying to fight the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think there's too many wrong people that Keyshawn can't beat right now. The bottom line is the bottom line. Schofield pull out of 2 big fights, yeah, because his daddy talk a lot and his son can't cash that check. Kermel fights smaller than Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason fight 135. I believe Kermel's still in the 120s. Yeah, Kermel Moton is only 5'2" and fights at 126. So even though he looked big on TV, Abdullah Mason fights at 135. 130, 135. They're in 2 different weight classes. Yeah, and like I said, man, y'all talk about Stevenson versus Keyshawn. There's more fighters out there than them two. But them two come from the same camp, train at the same time, train in the same training camp, got the same coaches. I mean, they've been friends since Pee-wees. They're not gonna fight each other, man. They wouldn't make that mistake. So that's cool. And you don't know. Hey, look, and Leader Great, you can't say they're not brokers. They're not brothers, cause you don't know them. That's what I'm saying. You've seen a lot of stuff go on between people, but don't let the press fool you. You can't tell if they brothers or not, cause you don't know them. And when you know them, you're gonna realize when you see how close they really are, you're gonna be like, that wouldn't be a way. That's where the Bible talks about the love of money is the root to all evil. If you love money enough that you fight your own brother for a paycheck, then that shows you right there where you at. That's why we don't need to talk about them. That's like me sitting here trying to discuss why Mayweather wouldn't fight his daddy in the ring, or why why the Charlo brothers don't fight each other. Yeah, because it don't make sense. It's a whole lot of other people you can fight, bruh. The love of money can't be the reason you take that fight. Because you falling right into the hands of the devil. The love of money is the root to all evil. And if you're willing to fight your brother for money, bruh, there's too many other people out here you can fight as refers to fighting your brother. It's like a guy would kill his brother over drugs, not over stealing something, but 2 drug dealers and they brothers. They kill each other. What sense does that make, bruh? Kill everybody but your brother. Say, any tips on how you can avoid fighting the wrong person? Are you talking about the amateurs or the pros? Or are you talking about in the street? Yeah, and it's all kinds of ways you can keep from fighting the wrong person, depending on what your story is. I had 3 guys that was in my gym, both of my sons and their best friend, which they all came up from the 9th grade together. And by the time they started fighting, everybody always wanted to see my oldest son fight his best friend, which his name was Xavier Ruiz. And I never let the 2 of them fight. They was like, well, what happens if they're in the same bracket? I'm gonna pull one of them. Why? Because they best friends. I'm not gonna have it in my gym. See, because they need each other. And if I start putting them against each other, then they're gonna be able to have each other. It's too many other fighters out here. It was 10,000 fighters out here fighting in their bracket, in their weight class. Why don't they fight somebody else? So whenever I go to a tournament, I say these 2 guys can't fight each other. They knew because we from the same gym. They usually don't have the same gym fight each other. But I put them in 2 different brackets. This one's in that bracket. This one's in this bracket. And one time they had to fight each other. One time. And I hated it. But what I did is I didn't coach either one of them. One was my son. The other one might as well have been my stepson. but I didn't coach. I let two coaches that were in the arena at the same time that knew both of them, I let them coach them. And I sat in the bleachers next to my wife like this and just watched the fight. I hated every minute of it, but that's the only way they could find a champion. My son ended up winning. But I said never again. Said Kermel has a fight at 133 and came. I mean, everybody put on weight to build muscle. That's the name of the game of boxing. You don't walk around 126 to fight 126. And if he took a 133 fight, it's a catch weight fight. Meaning the other guy probably was heavier that they wanted to fight and they met in the middle. But just because you could come in at 148 don't make you 148. Right now, I walk around at 144. But if I were to climb in the ring and fight, I'm going to fight 135. Why? Simply because I'll be stronger at 135 than I am at 148. 144. You got to remember that the person I'm fighting at 144 may be coming down from 160. I walk around 144. He walked around 160. Say he gonna be heavier than me. He gonna be stronger than me. No, I'm gonna bring him down. We're gonna fight at 135. Coach Carl, what do you think about Naoya Inoue? Inoue. I think he's combo, but I don't know. Man, I think he's been trained correctly. I think he's been trained by a good group of people that understood what his abilities were. I think he's in awesome shape. He trains like the greats, like Lomachenko, like Javante at his best, like Mayweather. He trains. They call him the monster. He has something to live up to. And basically,